Our bodies do not always know what's best for us, and they get especially confused when it comes to medical implants. For example, if you've got a clogged blood vessel in your heart, the doctor will implant a stent. It's a mesh metal tube that opens the vessels back up to restore blood flow and prevent a heart attack. The impact of opening the stent on the vessel does a little bit of damage to your vessel wall. But the problem is not with this minor injury. The problem is with your body's attempt at repairing it. Cells go marching to the center of the blood vessel. And when they see the stent, they're shocked into a frenzy. They start dividing madly, and they make a lot of proteins like collagen. And then this mess of cells and proteins form another scar that just clogs the vessels again, once more threatening a heart attack. Because of this complication, 1 in 10 patients need to get another stent in just 1 year. So the goal of my thesis research is to keep the vessels open after stenting, tell these cells to just let the stent do its job. Some people use drugs to just kill the cells, but this wipes out all the healthy cells in the vessels too. So we need a less destructive approach. My strategy was to change the surface of the stent to physically slow the cells down. And this is because cells, just like you and I, are affected by the terrain on which they walk. If we were on a paved road, it's easy to just walk around quickly or even break out into a run. But if we were walking on stepping stones in a river, you have to really watch where you step, and that can slow you down. On the flat stent, it's like this paved highway, and cells move really quickly, making tons of scar tissue. So what I did was change the surface to look more like these stepping stones. I did this by taking titanium, a common material for implants, and I dipped it in this chemical cocktail that I crafted. And then when I zap it with electricity, the surface builds up and etches away in specific patterns, so I get an array of tubes that look like this nano rigatoni pasta coating. And 1,000 of these tubes can fit side by side on the width of a human hair. On these tubes, the cells can only walk on the rim, but not the empty space in the middle. So it's like I've patterned the stent with a lot of nanometer scale stepping stones. And incredibly, I found that these nanotubes slow the cells down. On this surface, the cells would divide slower, and they'll make less scar tissue. So with this simple change in the surface, we can convince your body to just please give the stent a chance to prevent heart attacks. Thank you.